Hi there, thanks for tuning in. Got another pickup video today, another Spectrum bundle that I recently acquired. I guess really what I want to do with this video is ask the question to the viewers: do they think I've got a bargain here or not, or is it just a middle of the road purchase? Because I'm not too sure, to be honest. As I say, it's a Spectrum bundle. I bid on it and the asking price was 20 quid, and that's what I won it for, and it was a local auction, so I went and collected it. But I'm still not sure whether I've done well or not here, really. It comes with a number of games. Some are interesting, some aren't. So I guess my question, as I say to anyone watching, is: do you think I've done well or not here? There's a few games I haven't got, so I suppose you could say perhaps I've got a few extra games for 20 quid. So let's have a look and see what we got here. As I say, it's a Spectrum bundle. Spectrum Plus, which seems to be going for not very much at the moment. So first of all, we've got the user guide. Slightly warped user guide there, looks a bit water damaged. Quite a nice quick shot joystick there. I was a big fan of the quick shot joysticks, although they weren't the most robust of joysticks, so that's that. And this one is an Atari joystick, which has definitely seen better days. The housing around that seems to have gone awry somewhere, so that's that. Games wise, we've got Friday the 13th, quite a notorious game from Domark, not a very good game either. Got pretty shit reviews if I remember correctly, and originally it came with some blood packs or something, which I think caused some controversy, but unfortunately they're not included here. So Friday the 13th, don't think they're specky screenshots now, they're Commodore 64 screenshots, which look pretty terrible as well, to be honest. Next up, another clamshell game, and we've got A View to a Kill, the computer game, which looks like it's a copy of the film poster there. They did a few James Bond adaptations, Domark, and apart from License to Kill, which I think was also by them, I don't think many of them were much good, unfortunately. This one certainly wasn't, from what I understand back in the day. And instead of screenshots, well, you have got screenshots, but not of the game, of the film. So yeah, interesting. View to a Kill. I've got quite a bit of a soft spot for that film, despite it being actually quite rubbish. The case doesn't look in the best of condition. Gift from the Gods. So I haven't got this game, but it's quite a famous old Ocean game. I don't think Ocean used this box again. It's quite a different box, but it looks like it's been through seen a bit of action. This Gift from the Gods there by Ocean. Eddie Kids Jump Challenge, very common game that, in a sort of hard clamshell case, I think they call that. Might as well get these ones out of the way. The perennial Maker Chip and its brethren, Tazword 2, Scrabble and Survival. Every specky owner got these, especially a Plus as well. I didn't actually mind Survival too much, and certainly played a lot of Scrabble when I was a kid. I used to play that with my dad. I used to quite like a game of Scrabble. A few loose cassettes. We've got Pogo, Chess, Horace, so I don't know if that's Horace Goes Skiing or Horace and the Spiders, or what was the other Horace game? Hungry Horace. And the User Companion cassette. You can see the specky lurking there underneath. Bear Bother by John Rittman, of course. One of John Rittman's early games. That's quite a decent game, but I think I've already got that, unfortunately. Another loose cassette, Star Clash, as part of the Dixon's bundle, so this probably was a Dixon's bundle. The lone Codemasters game is Pub Trivia Simulator, continuing Codemasters' theme of sticking simulator on the end of all their titles. And this looks like, obviously, it's a quiz type game, and an author's name there, Peter Williamson, I should say. There's Horace Goes Skiing, of course. Never heard of this one, Classic Trainer, and indeed it's actually hard to work out which software house it is. GTI software, presumably some sort of horse training simulator, which doesn't sound the most thrilling of games. As we'll see, there's obviously the people that have this specky before quite into gambling and that sort of thing, because there's a few games like that. The perennial Punchy and Reversey and Crazy Golf, so a few utterly worthless games here. Video Vault compilation of Invaders, Maniacs, Jumbly, Zigzag and Jolly Roger, so a collection of old and obscure games there. One of Elite's first and finest arcade conversions, Commando. Another gambling game, Bingo. actual real prizes. Mastertronic game, of course there's always Mastertronic games in the bundle, and here we've got +1, which includes Who Done It, which is a very basic early Mastertronic game, and Alcatraz Harry, which I've never played, but I think it's a half decent game. VU 3D, another thrilling Scion contribution. Turf Form, some more gambling software by Blue Ribbon, which looks like some sort of, well, yeah, presumably about following form of horses. How that's supposed to help you in real life, I've no idea. Vegas Jackpot. These sort of fruit machine simulators were really popular in the early 80s. I couldn't quite understand what all the fuss was about myself, or why they were so popular. But there you go, there are quite a few of them. Oh, on this one here, we've got Bomber Bob in Pentagon Capers by Bug Bites, so like an early release from Bug Bites. So no idea what that's like. I wonder if it's kind of like a bit like Bomb Jack or something. 1985 that's from, Bomber Jack. Sorry, Bomber Bob. Alchemist in the gold cassette. Seen better days this, but a very nice gold cassette that Alchemist came in. I've already got this. It's not particularly valuable, but it's a nice nice item. Early game from Imagine Software. Ghostbusters. Not sure which one that's supposed to be. Ghostbusters by Ricochet. Very big selling re-release from Mastertronic. Another Horace game, Horace and the Spiders, which would suggest that that loose cassette Horace is Hungry Horace, and we've got a full set of Horace games. Another Mastertronic game, Locomotion. Never played that one. Another perennial, Checkered Flag. And Flying Formula, which is another very common game. I think it came on the cover of Computing Monthly. Yeah, ZX Computing Monthly, that came on the cover of. The penultimate game is Las Vegas Video Poker from Entertainment USA, which was a label from Mastertronic. So I won't be rushing out to play many of these games, to be quite honest with you. And finally, we've got from Legends, probably the nicest game here, and a bit of an oddity amongst all the others, The Great Space Race. And I say nicest, as in the game itself wasn't that great, but it's quite an intriguing slice of history, this. The predecessor to The Great Space Race was a game called Valhalla by Legend, which is a very good game, very strategy fantasy game, and this unfortunately wasn't quite living up to the hype at the time. Really nice cover there. I like the way the words there sort of like mingle around this sort of nebula type thing here with an eye in the centre. So a nice cover, great big box, sort of like video box style box we've got here. And if we open it up, we'll see there is the instruction manual, which includes lots of info about the game, and also a very nice comic strip as well, explaining all about the game. So lots of background info here, and the cassette underneath. And then this is also, I believe, a very nice poster as well. Yeah, so you've got a nice poster for the Great Space Race as well. So they kind of went to town a bit, whether that was because they knew the game was a little bit under par. It was touted as being some sort of new thing in AI, and I believe actually it was for 1985 when it came out. A lot of it was programmed in BASIC as well, which was a bit naff really. But yeah, it came in a really nice box. Probably cost about 15 quid. A Movie Soft was the name they used for its kind of engine. I think you'd have been a bit gutted to pay that though, despite all the extra stuff and the nice big box. So there you go, Great Space Race. Nice to have that. If for no other reason as it looks good on the shelf. And finally, we have the Specky itself. No cables, no power pack, anything like that. Just the Spectrum with a shift key missing as well. No idea if it works or not. I suppose if it works, then it's not been too bad a bundle, but I've got a suspicion that given that there's a key missing, it's not going to be in the best of condition elsewhere, and in fact I think the feet are broken as well underneath, so probably not in the best of condition, but I suppose if the membrane works, maybe it will be useful for parts as well, and certainly the keys might be. So there you go, there's my my Spectrum bundle, my latest Spectrum bundle that I bought. Have I done good or not? I don't think I've done too bad. In retrospect, maybe I wouldn't have placed a bid if I'd paid a bit more attention to it, but at the end of the day, 20 quid, I don't think I can really argue. Thanks for watching, and I'll post another video soon. Cheers, bye.